Malapit na ang US elections and one of the key questions I keep getting asked is, ano ba ang effect ng US elections sa presyo ng Bitcoin? And on this video, we're gonna talk about what will happen if Donald Trump wins and if Kamala Harris wins, and how will that affect the price of Bitcoin. And if you make it till the end of the video, I have a bonus asset that I'll be sharing with you guys that is also affected by the US elections. Okay, let's get this started. What will happen to the price of Bitcoin before the US elections? Alam mo, I really think that between now and the US elections, expect the price of Bitcoin to be hovering within the range of between $63,000 up to $73,000. Today, as of the making of this videos, Bitcoin's at $67,000. At bakit ko sinasabi that the price of Bitcoin will probably be flat and range between $63,000 to $73,000? That's because the market doesn't like any kind of uncertainty. And this includes US elections. And for all the traders out there, there's going to be a good chance for you to be able to make some money as the price of Bitcoin goes up and down between $63,000 to $73,000. Now, what will happen after the elections? Generally, if you look at the price of Bitcoin after every election, the price of Bitcoin tends to be up. But then again, we don't have a lot of data because Bitcoin only started in 2009, so it's only seen 3 elections. And in 2012, Bitcoin was still too small to be really affected by the US elections. Only in 2016 and 2020 did we really see the effect of the US elections on Bitcoin, where we saw the price of Bitcoin substantially go up. Now, the price of Bitcoin should go up after the elections based on a couple of criteria. Number one, that people perceive that the elections are fair and conducted orderly. The second one is the peaceful transition of power. As long as that happens, that means that there will be political certainty. And political certainty is what drives financial markets up, including Bitcoin. And from this point onwards, we do expect the Bitcoin price to go up. But guys, remember that the US elections is just one of many factors that affect the price of Bitcoin. Huwag natin kakalimutan that the Bitcoin halving also coincides with the US elections, which is a bigger catalyst to driving the Bitcoin price up. Now, the question is, how high will Bitcoin's price be on the short term, which is in the next couple of months? First, let's talk about what I think will happen to the Bitcoin price if Kamala Harris wins. If Kamala Harris wins, I expect the Bitcoin price to probably do the median monthly return for Bitcoin for November, and that's at 8.8%. So if Bitcoin was at $70,000 by the end of October, then I expect the price of Bitcoin to be around $76,000 per Bitcoin by the end of November, and continue upwards, hovering in the $80,000 range by December. Now, those numbers are based on just the charts that I've seen when it comes to the Bitcoin price. So, ang sinasabi ko dito is basically if Kamala Harris wins, she will have a neutral effect on Bitcoin. Ibig sabihin nun, status quo. And we are still going to be on the same trajectory for Bitcoin. And that's because Kamala Harris has not really indicated either way what her position is on cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. And people are looking at the Democratic Party and Joe Biden's leadership as not pro-crypto based on what the SEC has done in the past. But I actually think that regardless of how the US government has acted in the past, I believe they're going to be more crypto-friendly and more Bitcoin-friendly moving forward. Because even now, a lot of Democrats are calling for Kamala Harris to be more friendly to crypto and Bitcoin. Now, what would happen if Donald Trump wins? Now, Donald Trump, for those that don't know, is very pro-crypto. He has attended the Bitcoin conference this year in Nashville and has made several pronouncements on what he wants to do if he wins as president with regards to Bitcoin. And not only that, Donald Trump also has done several fundraisings using cryptocurrency and has also sold his own meme coins. And even if he was just pandering to the crypto community, it will still send a positive signal to the US government to be able to move in the direction improving the adoption of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So how high will the price go if Donald Trump wins? So earlier I said if Kamala Harris wins, we can expect the median Bitcoin monthly return to be at 8.8%. But if Donald Trump wins, I expect that to double by 17.6% by the end of November. And if we base it on a closing price for the month of October of $70,000, that means that we can expect Bitcoin to be at around $82,000 and higher. And with the Trump presidency, I expect Bitcoin to be hovering in the top range of my price prediction for Bitcoin for December of about $100,000. As compared to a Kamala Harris win, where I think the Bitcoin price will probably be playing around the lower part of the range of about $85,000 to $90,000. But I do believe that even if the price does pump after a Trump win, there will still be a slight correction after the euphoria has died down. So this is a good chance for traders to be able to make some money on the upswing and on the downswing. But for the position traders, if you buy your Bitcoin now while it's moving sideways, then you can expect to have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Now in 2025, will there be a dramatic difference whether Trump or Harris wins? Honestly, I think the difference is going to be marginal. Because either way, I think the world is going to be adopting Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And I really don't see monetary policy changing dramatically in the next 5 to 10 years. That Bitcoin will still be the hedge against this growing inflation and growing global debt. And if you made it this far in the video, as promised, I'll share with you guys another asset whose price is affected by the US elections, and that's gold. Now, gold is a great asset to trade with leverage because it's so stable. Now, what do you think happens to the price of gold 1 month after the US elections? The results might surprise you because out of 11 elections, gold has actually been down 7 times out of 11 and has only been up 3 times out of 11 and only remained unchanged on 1 US election. So feel free to make your own trading decisions based on that information. So I hope you guys like the information I shared with you guys today. And please remember that I'm not giving financial advice. I'm just sharing with you guys my opinion on Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and what I see happening with the price of Bitcoin with the US elections. And if you guys like content like this, please subscribe to this YouTube channel and click on the notification bell so that you're notified of my latest videos. Thanks everyone, this is Kristan, and remember, I am not your financial advisor.